WrestleMania 40 is just a few weeks away, and we already have 2 stellar main events, 3 matches that would main event any other year, and a card full of matches, each one capable of stealing the show. But who's not included? Who should be included? Who will be included? That's what I'm going to take a look at. Welcome to Silo Voice Wrestling on YouTube, the Silo Voice Wrestling podcast from Silo Voice Studios in Montreal. I'm Jason C. McLean. Just as Philadelphia's Liberty Bell is now symbolizing WrestleMania this year, and just as a bell ringing symbolizes somebody has won a wrestling match, you can help me win my wrestling match against the YouTube algorithm by subscribing and, of course, ringing that bell and liking this video and sharing. Now, I'm recording this Thursday, March 21st. Important to give you the date because things definitely will change. And as of now, there are 10 confirmed matches for WrestleMania 40. That means 5 a night. Now, 5 a night's a good number. You don't want to go too much more than that. But I think they will go to at least 6 a night. And 7 a night might be pushing it because, after all, the only reason why WrestleMania went to 2 nights is because the card was too long. But maybe they will. What I'm going to look at, though, first are the 2 people that definitely have to be included in WrestleMania and aren't yet. The first, of course, is Bianca Belair. Well, you can't spell WrestleMania without EST. Plus, she's on the cover of one of the WWE 2K24 video games, and she's on the WrestleMania poster. She's a huge part of their promotional push. Not to mention, she's one of the best wrestlers in the world, definitely one of the most popular, and she's always at WrestleMania. So she's going to be there. How, though? Well, at first I was thinking maybe she'll be a host, but no, that's too small for her. People fantasy booked a match between her and Jade Cargill, but no. She said specifically that she's either defending or winning a championship. She's not going to be defending a championship, and there's only 1 championship left, or, well, there's 2 actually, but they kind of come as a pair. I'm, of course, talking about the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships currently held by the Kabuki Warriors. This has the added bonus of also getting Asuka and Kairi Sane on the WrestleMania card. Now, I know Bianca and Asuka have fought many times before, including last year at WrestleMania. But you know what? The 2 of them could go. I'm not complaining. This also gets the women's tag titles on the WrestleMania card, gets them defended at WrestleMania, which is something that was missed out on last year. And considering how Triple H is hopefully trying to make these titles mean something, having them defended on the Show of Shows is a very important step. This also gets Bianca's tag team partner on the WrestleMania card, and I think we all can tell that her partner is going to be Naomi. Yes, we all saw their differing reactions to Bayley's apology video, and yes, on the most recent SmackDown, at least most recent for when I'm recording this, Bianca was a no-show when Bayley was getting beaten down by all of Damage Control, including the Kabuki Warriors, and Naomi came out to help her. The crowd was cheering for Bianca, but she didn't come out. But that's perfectly understandable. In fact, I love the fact that when someone turns babyface, they're not all of a sudden embraced by everyone who they had done horrible things to over the last few months when they were a heel. So Bianca's reaction makes perfect sense. And this is not about helping Bayley, at least not for her. This could be just about helping Naomi, and with Naomi winning the tag team titles from the Kabuki Warriors and also fighting Damage Control. Who cares if Bayley's on your side now? You don't have to like her. Strange bedfellows, that's always what WWE's been about. So I think Bianca's eventually going to jump on. Hopefully she jumps on soon because WrestleMania is coming up quickly. Now, yes, Jade Cargill was not only fantasy booked to fight Bianca, but she's implicated herself in the Damage Control situation as well. At one point, I was even wondering if it was going to be maybe Jade and Naomi or Jade and Bianca against the Kabuki Warriors, but that's not going to happen. Now, one thing they could do, which I really hope they don't do, is have it a 6-woman match without the titles on the line, Jade, Bianca, and Naomi against the Kabuki Warriors and Dakota Kai. While that probably would be a good match, we really need the titles defended, and Bianca wants to win a championship, and I think she should. So what they could do, though, which I think they probably will do, is keep it a tag title match 2-on-2. Dakota Kai cheats, interferes, what have you, and Jade does a run-in and saves the day. Maybe then Bianca could maybe at some point in the future get jealous that Jade was taking her spotlight or something to that effect, and that could set up a feud between the 2 of them in the future. But for now, we have our tag title match. There's one other person that I'm sure is definitely going to be on the WrestleMania card, and that's Rey Mysterio. Before I get into Rey, let's talk about his estranged son, Dominic, who he had an amazing match with last year. Dom, I don't think will be on the official card, but seeing as Balor and Priest are in that six-pack tag team ladder match, I am 99.9% sure that Dirty Dom and JD McDonough will definitely show up and interfere. So his son will be part of WrestleMania, though not officially in the match. But when it comes to Rey, I mean, the guy's a Hall of Famer. He's near the end of his career. He came back at just the right time. And he's a key player in a storyline that's been going on for months and has been dominating SmackDown before The Rock returned. So obviously he's going to be facing Santos Escobar. Or maybe because they already are doing that match on the next SmackDown, I believe, it's going to be the LWO versus Legado del Fantasma. Make it a chaotic thing like at Backlash in Puerto Rico. Or maybe they'll realize that they can't really keep all the other people out of the ring, so they're going to put Rey and Santos in Hell in a Cell. I think there should always be a stipulation match like that at Mania, maybe Hell in a Cell, Last Man Standing, and I think this match definitely calls for it. That would be really fun to watch. All the other people are there. They're just outside. Maybe they somehow try to get into the cell, but they can't. But yeah, Rey and Santos, Hell in a Cell, that's my preference. Let's book it. So if we are doing 6 matches a night, we have the 5 matches a night that we already have, and we have Bianca Belair and Naomi against the Kabuki Warriors on one night, and Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar or LWO versus Legado on the other night. But if we're actually going to expand to 7 matches a night or 7 matches one night, 6 matches the other, I know that's pushing it a little bit. We don't want WrestleMania to be super long. But one match that we already have ready to go is Liv Morgan and Nia Jax. Yes, as you can see here, they've already fought, but that match was interrupted. Liv Morgan is super over, only returning at the Rumble, but she's more popular than ever. Nia Jax is someone they've been building as a mega heel over the past 6 months. In fact, Becky Lynch, Rhea Ripley, Nia Jax, and Liv Morgan are the top 4 women on Monday Night Raw. We have Becky and Rhea in a match. It would be really a shame if Nia and Liv were left off the card. The only reason to do that is you don't have enough space. This feud is set to go. It's ready to go. It'll be a great match. It'll be a barn burner. If they are going to 7 matches one night, 6 matches the other, or 7 matches each night, definitely I think they should include Liv and Nia. Someone, though, who I think definitely should be included, but I can't really see how, is Bobby Lashley. Now, I'm pretty sure his stablemates, the Street Profits, are going to find their way to WrestleMania, but I think they're going to do so by qualifying for the 6-pack tag team ladder match and not in a multi-man match with the Final Testament versus Lashley and the Street Profits. If they're in the ladder match, then there's no multi-man match. I can't see them doing Lashley versus Karrion Kross in a singles match. While Lashley definitely deserves to be on WrestleMania, and it's really unfortunate he missed out at the last minute last year. In fact, he had to just come out and say hi. I can't see them booking Lashley and Kross as a singles match unless it's very short and just a way to get Lashley on Mania, in which case I'm okay with that. Those are the people who I think will be included or might be included, but they're not the only ones who should be. Okay, so let's go through the people I can think of. Obviously, I'm going to be leaving some out. Let me know in the comments if there's somebody who you think should be included in WrestleMania but isn't. Okay, Solo Sikoa. He's going to be there, just not in an advertised match. He'll probably be in both main events, interfering on behalf of the Bloodline. Chad Gable, he'll be there, involved with the Intercontinental title match, but maybe as Sami Zayn's coach, not in a triple threat that might lead to an eventual heel turn and a feud with Zayn later. That could be interesting. That, who knows? Chelsea Green. I can't see a path for her unless they do some sort of women's battle royal. I'd love to see her there. Same with Tiffany Stratton. I know she was a recent call-up, but she's really gotten over. Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, people like that might end up in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Grayson Waller and Austin Theory do have a chance to get into the 6-pack tag team ladder match. If they don't, though, maybe they could be the hosts. Maybe Pretty Deadly could be the hosts. There are ways to get a lot of people involved. Shayna Baszler, I can't see her doing anything officially on the card unless they do some sort of multi-woman match, which I think would be a good idea. Anyways, there's a lot of people that unfortunately are going to be left off, but that's kind of a good problem for WWE to have. Their roster for both shows is really stacked, and this is going to be one amazing WrestleMania. Follow at Silo Wrestling on X, formerly Twitter, at SVS Reviews on Instagram and Facebook. Also, please remember to like, share the video, subscribe, and as I mentioned earlier, ring the bell for notifications. For written content, svsreviews.com/wrestling. Please let me know in the comments what you think. Is there anybody I omitted? Anyone that I forgot about? Do you agree with my choices? Who knows? Have your say. So for Silo Voice Wrestling on YouTube, the Silo Voice Wrestling podcast, this is Jason C. McLean in Montreal. I'll catch you next time.